ultimately finding an unconditional discharge the most appropriate sentence for someone about to occupy the highest office, meaning no jail time, probation, fine, or other penalty.
The considerable, indeed, extraordinary legal protections afforded by the office of the chief executive is a factor that overrides all others.
The prosecution in agreement. Mr. Trump earlier, for the first time, speaking directly to the judge, calling it a terrible experience.
It's been a political witch hunt. It was done to damage my reputation so that I'd lose the election, and obviously that didn't work. And the people of our country got to see this firsthand, and then they voted and I won it.
The jury found him guilty of doctoring business records to cover up a hush money payment to a porn star before the 2016 election. But jail time was always unlikely, given the low-level nature of the crime. Mr. Trump's attorneys vowing to appeal the conviction. Meantime, the last legal thread still unresolved for Mr. Trump, that final report from Special Counsel Jack Smith on his now dismissed cases, which we could see as soon as this weekend, or perhaps even sooner if the Justice Department gets its way. Lester.
All right, Laura, thank you. Now to disturbing new images from police in New Orleans, releasing body cam video from the truck terror attack on New Year's Day that left 14 people dead. The video showing police surrounding the attacker, still inside the truck after he plowed into the crowd. He then opens fire, sending officers running and diving for cover. Investigators say the attacker died during the shootout. Also tonight, much of the South dealing with something it's not used to. A major winter storm bringing intense snow and ice and causing all kinds of travel troubles. Marissa Parra is in Atlanta for us. Marissa, good evening.
Lester, you can see the sleet is now coming in sideways here in Atlanta. This wintry mix is hitting many areas that are not used to seeing these conditions.
Tonight, a deep chill in the deep south. Snow and ice bringing travel to a grinding halt. Thousands of flights delayed or canceled from Dallas and Charlotte to Chicago, and a full morning ground stop in Atlanta. The wintry mix, just the backdrop for a scary moment for passengers on a Delta flight in Atlanta headed for Minneapolis.
Delta flight 2668 was engine failure landing.
The airline confirms there was an engine issue just before takeoff. More than 200 passengers had to use slides to deplane. The airport confirming several minor injuries.
It's not a triage.
Snow and ice are pummeling the south. Our Kathy Park is in Tennessee, where the snow was falling an inch per hour.
And what is it like seeing Broadway covered in snow right now?
Quite unexpected. We don't think snow in Nashville, ever.
People are now digging out from Texas to North Carolina, with at least 6 states under a winter weather state of emergency. 20,000 miles of Georgia's roadway salted in advance. But in the Atlanta metro area, the cars that didn't heed the warning were seen stalled and sliding, causing accidents along the interstate. In Kansas, a truck's windshield shattered by icy debris flying from a passing car. A warning for the 75 million people in the winter storm's path. Marissa Parra, NBC News, Atlanta.
And up next, the battle over the future of TikTok at the U.S. Supreme Court. Is it the end of the line for the popular app? Next.